The Skirmish. The lead attacker will have 4 attacking opportunities to attack the player to their immediate left, with their first attack being of any weapon and of any value. These series of attacks are called the Skirmish. The defender must try to defend against the first attack of the Skirmish by using a card of the same weapon group but of a higher value. Remember, swords can be any weapon, providing they're not being attacked by a higher sword. If the defender beats the first attack, the lead attacker can launch a second attack with any weapon in their hand. However, the value must be of a value that has already been used in the Skirmish, in this example only values used on the first attack. The defender must then defend against the second attack as before, and if defended successfully, the third attack begins following the same rules as before. If the defender defends all 4 attacks, the Skirmish ends and the cards are discarded. All players replenish their hand if they have less than 7 cards available, and the defender now becomes the new lead attacker and will start their skirmish against the player on their left, who now becomes the new defender. If the lead attacker is unable to commit all 4 attacks, either by choice or because they don't have any other weapons of the same value, then they must say pass, and then any other player at the table can continue to attack the defender through bombardment attacks, but they must follow the same rules. This is on a first come, first served basis, so be quick in preparing your attack in case any other attacker completes the remaining attacks available in the skirmish before you. When competing for attacks, the first legal card to hit the skirmish line will take the empty attacking spot. An attacker cannot throw multiple cards down at the same time unless they're the lead attacker, so they must throw in individually. If the defender is unable to defend at any point, they must say concede, and the lead attacker can then place any future attacking cards that would have been made if he or she wishes. These must follow the rules of the skirmish, and remember, the total attacks cannot exceed more than 4. The defeated defender must collect all cards in the skirmish into their own hand, and as a further punishment, they are also skipped as the next lead attacker. At the end of each skirmish, all players must draw additional cards if they have less than 7 cards in their hand. The lead attacker will draw to make up 7 cards in their hand first, followed by the next person to their left, and so on. As the game proceeds and there are no cards left in the deck, this signals the final battle of the round. Now at the end of each skirmish, cards are unable to be replenished due to an empty deck, and therefore it is a race for all players to release all cards in their hand. The last player with cards remaining in their hand will receive damage. Weapon cards from 1 to 8 will issue 2 damage per card, except sword and special cards, as these only elicit 1 damage per card. If a losing player still holds damage cards themselves, they will receive the amount of damage that's given by each card.